All right. Well, it is the beginning of the year, which leads to a lot of New Year's resolutions that don't end up coming to pass. And so today I want to talk a little bit about letting go so you can let in, because that is actually one of the biggest reasons why people don't have the things of life that they want to have. So we're at the beginning of the year, the middle of January. And typically, what happens is people like to set New Year's resolutions. This year, I'm going to lose this much weight. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to quit smoking. Whatever it happens to be. And I'll go through and give some examples about this as well. But just want to talk in general about this, okay? Because what ends up happening so much of the time is that people end up making these New Year's resolutions. And then literally about 2 weeks later, I saw an ad for what's called Quitters Friday, I guess, which is the second or third Friday in January. So we're coming up on that. Okay. So maybe the first question to ask yourself is, are there some New Year's resolutions that you've put in place or that you want to accomplish this year? And have you given up already? Right? And what is it that you really want out of this year? And so it may seem a little odd for me to be talking about letting go when most people are making goals and trying to let things into their life. But here's the reason why. If you don't let go, you can't let in. If you don't let go, you can't let in. So what does that mean? What does that actually look like as an example, right? Well, let's say that you are deciding that you're going to become more fit. You're going to be stronger, healthier. And so one of the things that you want to do is you want to start working out every day. Maybe it's for 30 minutes, maybe it's for an hour every day, but you set a goal that you're going to start exercising. Maybe you're going to run, maybe you're going to, go on a bike. I don't know, whatever you choose to do. You're going to go to the gym and lift weights, right? Because there's a huge, I mean, you can see, again, I've seen a lot of ads on television for the fitness companies. Why? Because they know in January, people want to get fit. They decide I'm going to get fit. And so they go out and they buy gym memberships that they don't end up using. Now, why don't they use them? It's not because people don't want to do it, right? But it's because they're not letting go. So, what does that mean? Well, if you want to start exercising for 30 to 60 minutes a day, it means something has to go. You have to let go of something to make that 30 to 60 minutes a day, right? So, what could that be? Well, it might mean that you get less sleep. Maybe you need to get up a little bit earlier in the morning, and so you're letting go of some sleep. Maybe it's television. Maybe you watch hours of television a day, and so you decide that that is one of the things that you're going to let go. You have to let go so you can let in the time. Now, why is that? Well, if you think about something like even a glass of water, if your glass is completely full, how much more water can go into the glass? None, right? Until you empty your glass, you can't put more into it. And so if you're one of those people who's been, was very busy, I'm busy all the time, maybe you've got lots of things going on in your life, you're volunteering here or there, you like your time watching television, you like your time sleeping, whatever it may be, right? Well, in order to have something different this next year, you have to let go of something. You have to let go of that sleep. You have to let go of maybe some television time. Maybe you need to let go of relationships. Maybe you're in a relationship where the other person doesn't want to exercise, doesn't want you taking time away from them to exercise. Maybe it's a relationship. I don't know, right? You have to ask yourself some of these things. So, again, it's like it probably seems a little counterintuitive, but that's one of the main reasons why people don't accomplish the goals that they want to accomplish. So, as you sit there and think about, what are some of the things that maybe you would like different this next year? And again, I've given the ones that most people, most New Year's resolutions are: I want to lose weight, I want to get healthy, maybe I want to quit smoking or quit drinking or something like that, right? But maybe there's other things in your life as well that you want to change. Maybe you're working more than you want to work. You know, the minute that you wake up in the morning, you're checking emails, and then you have breakfast, you drop the kids off at school, you go to work, you're working all day, you come home, you feed the kids and the dog if you have a dog, and then you're back on your computer again. And before you realize it, you're working 12, 14, 15 hours a day, and you're feeling burned out, right? Maybe that's something that you want to change. So you'd have to stop and take a look at it and say, okay, what do I need to let go in order to let in? Well, one of those things might be that you're, afraid that if you don't respond to email right away, that somebody's going to say something. Maybe somebody's going to think that you're not working as hard as you should be, right? And email is something that I let go of a long time ago. Okay. So if you email me, you may or may not get a response. And why do I do that? Well, the reason is I found very early in my career that often if I would ignore an email, the problem would fix itself. And so it didn't even require me to be there right away. The minute this person emails, that I can respond back to them. Most of the time, things work themselves out, right? And so that was something that I gave up. Now, what did that mean? What did I have to let go of? I had to let go of people thinking that I was lazy. I had to let go of people thinking maybe that I'm ignoring them, right? I had to be okay with that in order to let that go. And so, if that's your situation, maybe again, you need to take a look at it and say, well, why do I feel this need to check my email first thing in the morning and check my email just before I go to bed, right? Is it a fear of missing out, what some people call FOMO? Is it the approval of other people that you're concerned about, right? What is it that you need to let go of? Okay, that's just one example. Another example, maybe you're wearing a bunch of masks. You show up at work a certain way. Maybe you show up at church or at social events a different way, and you're just tired of it. You're just tired of pretending that you're somebody who you're not. Maybe you want to be more authentic. You want to learn who you are. You want to start living the way that you want to live. Well, there's probably going to be some things that you're going to need to let go of in order to have that happen. You're going to have to let go of what people think of you, right? I mean, look at me. If you've been following me for a little while, you can tell that there have been some transformations in Jason's life. Okay. I've got this crazy beard. And guess what? I did kind of comb it a little bit this morning, but I'm letting it grow out. And so it looks a little funny right now. Now, some people think I look ridiculous in a beard. That's okay, right? I have to let go what other people may think. I like my beard. I like growing it. I'm having fun with it, right? And that's something that I want to do more of, which means some people aren't going to agree with me. Some people are not going to like it. I've had a lot of people make comments to me about my appearance, right? But I just show up the way I am on these videos. Even today, I'm not in my home studio. I've got my coat on because it's cold where I am. and I'm just who I am, how I am, right? I show up that way. But in order to do that, I have to let go of what other people might think. I have to ignore what people may say about me if they don't like me. And I can guarantee there's a lot of people out there that don't like me, and that's okay, right? But I have to let go of other people's approval in order for me to step into my authentic self and to be who I really am, right? So, again, these are just a few examples of some different things and ways in which we can let go so we can let in, right? And so, again, today's video is just to kind of remind you about that. Instead of trying to add more to your life and then feeling frustrated because you end up quitting and then you feel bad about yourself, which is, again, what ends up happening. People start off the year thinking this is going to be a great year. Right? This year I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to stop working so much. I'm going to spend more time on the hobbies and the things that actually light me up and make me happy. And then a few weeks into the year, they quit. And then when they quit, they say, "Oh, Jason's a piece of shit." Right? I can't believe that. I'm such a quitter and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of these things start creeping in, and people actually feel worse than they started off. Right? Why? Because they're not choosing to let go. Right? Instead, they're pretty much doing the same thing. They're trying to add more water to their cup, and it just doesn't fit, right? So if you want something different in life, then you're going to have to let go. I don't know what that is for you, right? But again, on this video, hopefully I've given you some different clues, some different examples, and now you can sit down and think, okay, what is it that I really want, right, this next year? Because a lot of times what we really want, we're afraid to admit. Or maybe there's a secondary gain, right? If losing weight is something that you want to do, why is it, right? Why do you want to lose weight? Are you losing weight because, hey, that's the thing to do at the beginning of the year? Everybody says we're supposed to lose some weight. So I want to do that too. I want to be like everybody else. Well, is that really what you want? Or are you just listening to other people? I don't know, right? But why would you want to lose weight? Is it so you can feel better? Well, maybe that's different. Maybe you don't actually even have to lose weight to feel better. Maybe if you just start feeling better about yourself and loving yourself and accepting yourself for whatever weight you may be, maybe that's enough, right? Maybe you don't have to get up an hour early and go to the gym and do something that you hate doing. What if you could just love yourself more, right? What if you could be in more loving relationships, right? Is that why you want to lose weight? Because you think then if I look a certain way, then other people are going to like me and I'm going to have a partner? Is that why you want to lose the weight? Well, if that's what you're doing, then you're putting on a mask and you're looking for somebody who's only going to accept you if you weigh a certain amount. That's probably not the kind of person that you really want in a relationship. You want somebody who is going to unconditionally love you, regardless of how much you weigh, regardless of what you may look like, regardless if you've got a crazy ass beard going on, right? You want to find people and be in relationships with people who love you the way that you are. So maybe losing weight isn't even something that you need to worry about, right? But again, I don't know. I don't know. Only you can know what it is for you. So, as I wrap up today, right, I want you to just think about what are some of the things that you would like to be different this year and why, right? What do you want different this year and why? If you want to love yourself more, if you want to feel more authentic, uh, I don't know, if you want to work less, what is it and why is it that you want that? And then start to think about What are some of the things that I have to let go of so I can have what I want? And if you're really, serious and stop and think about it, I think it's going to surprise you what the answers really are. Because often the answers are letting go of other people's approval. It seems simple. It's not so simple to do, right? To not care what other people actually think is sometimes it seems so simple, but sometimes it's harder than it actually seems, right? And that's why, again, a lot of people end up giving up. So I'm going to do more videos like this year as well, because I want this year to be a little bit different as well. I want to be more authentic. I want to show up and be who I am, and not who other people think I should be, right? And let go of other people's approval, let go of what other people may think of me, and just live my life the way that I want to live it, and help encourage other people who want to do the same to do it. Because I'm getting older, you can tell from my beard, right? And trying to live a life that somebody else wants you to live never leads to happiness, right? It's only when we can truly step into who we are, understand who we are, be comfortable with who we are, and love ourselves and love other people around us, that we actually find the happiness. Because if you're searching for happiness, you will never find it, okay? Because happiness is a state of being. And usually happiness comes when we're more authentic, when we love ourselves, and when we really don't give a damn what other people think. So, with that, I'm going to wrap up for today. But see, there will be more videos like this coming. So, if you like it, all my videos are over on YouTube as well, under the live section for the ones that I'm doing that are live. And may you be blessed. I hope you will take some time to just ask yourself some of those questions and see what answers you get so you can make this the best year ever. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you on the next video.